Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. Today we are doing class 10 history, nationalism in India. So that is, we are doing the new chapter. Now there are altogether 6 points over here. Now we'll do one by one. Listen carefully. We have seen modern nationalism in Europe. In Europe, the nationalism started after the French Revolution. During French Revolution, nationalism in Europe, they came to be associated means connected with the formation of nation state. Nation state means independent countries free from despotic rulers and change in people's understanding. So nationalism brought a lot of change and understanding among the people, who they were. First of all, they must understand who they were and what defined their identity. So previously they had no identity. So they must know who they were and what defined their identity, and a sense of belonging. There were ethnic groups, various people in a country. So they must have a sense of belonging, togetherness. New symbols and icons such as national flag, national symbols, new songs and national songs and national anthems, and these redefine the boundaries of the communities. So this has to be forged, or this has to be brought. So this nationalism has encouraged these things among the people. So in India, see, this is about Europe. This thing came from Europe. What about in India? So India was also ruled by the colonizers. In India, nationalism is intimately, dearly connected to the anti-colonial movement. So since the country was ruled by the foreigners or Europeans, or you can say the Englishmen, so people were highly oppressed. So it was intimately, the sense of nationalism is intimately connected to the anti-colonial movement. So people began discovering their unity. So people started their unity. They began to unite through struggles against the colonial rule. The sense of being oppressed. The people, they felt that they are oppressed. They were not given rights. Under colonialism, people were oppressed in India. This provided a shared bond. Bond means connection, unity. It united all the Indians and tied many different groups together. Tied means united. This sense of nationalism started growing among the people. So they began to feel, and all the various groups, they began to unite. Various groups, they started uniting together against the colonizers. Each class, so there were various classes, various societies, you can say that. Each class and group felt the effect of colonialism differently. Each class was, they had the sense of a different feeling about independence. So each class was affected differently by the colonizers. Their notions means saying, their notions of freedom. Freedom means different thing to different social groups. Their notion of freedom were not always the same among various social groups in India. So you can see Gandhiji tried to forge means unite. Gandhiji tried to unite these groups together. So Gandhiji tried to unite these groups together within one movement. So Gandhiji started various movements, one after another. So within one movement, but the unity did not emerge without a conflict. Gandhiji tried very hard to unite all the social groups and start a movement, but sometimes this did not have a good result. It led to various social conflict. So this is about the nationalism in India. First we have such an introduction about the European countries, how it started, and it had some effect in India. And in our next class we'll talk about, this is the introduction. In our next class we'll talk about 1.0. First, the First World War, Khilafat movement and the non-cooperation movement. We'll talk about one by one in our next class. So this much for today. You go through the online portal properly. So now I've written points over here so that it will be easy for you to remember things. And that's all for today. Thank you very much for your watching and your attendance. We'll meet in the next class and talk about the First World War, how the First World War led to the growth of nationalism in India, about the Khilafat movement as well as non-cooperation movement one by one. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention and your presence. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.